Okay, so good day everyone. Today I'm going to discuss to you the geometrical formula and trapezoid area method. Objective: at the end of the lesson, students should be able to analyze geometric patterns to develop formulas and communicate how the formula is derived, familiarize the formula and use the trapezoidal method to solve problems, solve the different areas of shape using geometrical formula, calculate the trapezoid using its formula, and understand the method of the trapezoid. Okay, so now I want you to watch this video so that you can have a background knowledge about our topic for this discussion. Okay, so that's it. And do you have any idea what is the video all about? Can you recognize the shape being shown in the video? Or is the formulas of the shapes confuse you? If yes, don't worry about it because I'm gonna discuss it to you one by one. Okay, so before we proceed to our main topic, let us first know the definition of what is geometric or geometry, the branch of mathematics concerned with the shape of individual objects, spatial relationships among various objects, and the properties of surrounding space. So you can see in the picture the different kinds of geometrical shapes, which is the square, triangle, circle, rectangle, ellipse, and the trapezoid. Okay, so our main topic is the geometrical formulas. Geometric formulas are used for finding dimensions, perimeter area, surface area, volume, etc. of the geometric shapes. Okay, so here are the list of geometrical formulas. Below is the list of various geometric formulas for according to the geometric shape. So for the perimeter of square, we have 4 sides. Perimeter of a rectangle is 2 times the length plus breadth. Area of a square is side squared. Area of a rectangle is length times breadth or length times width. Area of a triangle is 1/2 times base times height. And the area of a trapezoid is 1/2 times base 1 plus base 2 times the height. So the area of a circle is a pi times r squared. Circumference of a circle is 2 pi r, where the r is the radius and the h is the height. Okay, so solve examples using geometric formula. So example 1, calculate the circumference and the area of a circle by using geometric formulas if the radius of the circle is 21 units. So the given problem is you must calculate the circumference and the area of a circle by the 21 units. So radius of a circle is 21 units. And using geometric formulas, the area of a circle is pi times r squared. And always remember that the equivalent of pi is 3.14. So we have 3.14 times 21 squared equals 1385.44. So now for the circumference of the circle, using geometric formulas for circle is 2 pi radius. So 3.14, which is the pi, and 21 times the radius, which is the 21, equals 131.95. So area of rectangle example. So example 1, the length and width of a rectangular farm are 80 yards and 60 yards. Find the area of the farm. So always remember the formula of the rectangle, which is area equals length times width. So The length of the farm is 80 yards and the width of the farm is 60 yards. So 80 times 60 yards equals 4,800 square yards. Therefore, the area of the farm is 4,800 square yards. Okay, so trapezoid area method. This is actually our next topic. Okay, so the trapezoid rule is mostly used for evaluating the area under the curves. This is possible if we divide the total area into smaller trapezoid instead of using rectangles. The trapezoidal rule integration actually calculates the area by approximating the area under the graph of a function as a trapezoid. Then the average of the left and the right sum is taken. The accurate value of the trapezoid may not be so true as compared to Simpson's rule when the underlying function is smooth. Okay, so area calculation using trapezoidal rule. Okay, so the following offsets were taken at 15 meters intervals from a survey line to an irregular boundary line. So makita niyo sa picture ang 15 meters, which is ang interval niya kada offset. Kada small trapezoid na gi-divide. Ano yung mga small trapezoid mo niya siya ang ganang gi-divide na area. Okay, so we have 3.50, 4.30, 6.75, 5.25, 7.50, 8.80, 7.90, 6.40, 4.40, and 3.25. Okay, so calculate the area enclosed between the survey line, the irregular boundary line, and the offsets by. So the trapezoidal rule, okay, so required area equals 15 over 2. Then 3.50 plus 3.25, which is the 3.50 is the first offset and the 3.55 is the last offset. Plus 2 equals the sum of the other offset, which is 4.30 plus 6.75 plus 0.25 and so on. So equals 15 over 2, 3.50 plus 3.25 is equal to 6.75 plus 102 because we add this offsets equals 820.125 meters squared. So next is the following offsets are taken from a survey line to cross a boundary line and the first and the last offsets by a trapezoidal rule. Okay, so here the intervals between the offsets are not regular throughout the length. So the section is divided into 3 compartments. So let area of the first section, area of the second section, and the area of the third section. Okay, so we have D1. So the first area is 5 meters, the second section of the area is 10 meters, and the third section of the area is 20 meters. So the first section is 5 over 2. So pareha na dyan po ang formula. And then 2.50 plus 6.10 muna siya ang first o sa last offset since ato man gi-divide sa tulo. So and the other sum are 3.80 plus 4.60 plus 5.20 equals 89.50 meters squared. So the second section is 10 over 2, which is 6.10 plus 5.80. Mo dyan po niya siya ang first and the last offset. So plus 2, 4.70 kay mo raman ang nakabutang dito base atong pag-divide sa compartments, which is the answer is 106.50 meters squared. So the third section is 20 over 2, which is a 5.80 plus 2.20 plus 2 equals 3.90 equals 158 meters squared. So the total area is imong i-add ang first section, the second section, and the third section. And ang makuha ng mga answer is 354.00 meters squared. Okay, so since we are mentioning a trapezoid, so let us know how to get the area of a trapezoid formula. So the area of a trapezoid can be computed using the lengths of its spiral sides and the height between them. The formula to calculate the area of a trapezoid using base and height is given as A equals 1/2 times a plus b times the height, where a and b are the lengths of the parallel sides of the trapezoid and h is the height. Okay, derivation of area of a trapezoid formula. Okay, so example 1. Find the area of a trapezoid whose parallel sides are of length 10 centimeter and 12 centimeter and distance between them is 4 centimeter. Answer, we know that area of a trapezoid equals 1/2 times sum of the parallel sides, which is the A and the B, and the distance between the parallel side, which is the height. So equals 1/2 times 10 plus 12, because the A and B, so for example, so ang 10 is ang A and the 12 is the B. So times 4 centimeters squared. So copy na Japan siya, 1/2 times 22 times 4 centimeters squared. So we have 11 times 4 centimeters squared. So we can get the answer by multiplying the 11 times 4. The answer is 44 centimeters squared. Okay. So para mas masabtan ninyo, I have here a video and let's watch it together.
Welcome to Math with Mr. J. In this video, I'm going to cover how to find the area of a trapezoid, also known as a trapezium, depending on which part of the world you're from. I'm going to use trapezoid in this video though. Now remember, a trapezoid is a quadrilateral with one pair of parallel sides. And the formula we use to find the area is the length of base 1 plus the length of base 2 times the height divided by 2. Hint, think triangles. I'll show you exactly what I mean by that as we go through our examples. Now when we're talking trapezoids, the bases are going to be the parallel sides. It doesn't matter if it's the top, bottom, side, or other side. It matters which sides are parallel. Those are your bases. The other sides, which are not parallel, those are called the legs. So let's jump into number 1, where we have a trapezoid with the bases at the top and bottom, and then these sides that are not parallel, these are the legs. We will not need the measurements of those legs to calculate the area. So we're going to write out our formula and plug in the information we need. So area equals, well, base 1 plus base 2 times the height of the trapezoid divided by 2. So let's plug in. Base 1, we're going to use 4 inches. Plus base 2, we're going to use 8 inches. Remember, the bases are the parallel sides times the height, which is 6 inches, divided by 2. So we have 4 plus 8, which is 12, times 6 is 72. So we have 72 over 2, or 72 divided by 2. Our final area is going to be, well, 72 divided by 2 is 36, and this is square inches because we're talking area. So 36 square inches for the area for number 1. Now you may have noticed that the formula we use to find the area of a trapezoid is similar to the formula we use to find the area of a triangle. The area of a triangle is base times height divided by 2, or 1/2 times the base times the height. Multiplying by 1/2 is the same as dividing by 2, so if you see those different formulas, they mean the same thing. But for this, we have base 1 plus base 2 times height divided by 2. I'll show you why. So trapezoids can be split into 2 triangles. For example, number 1, if I go from one corner to the other, so top right to bottom left, I get 2 triangles. I'd get 2 triangles if I went from the top left to the bottom right as well, so it doesn't really matter which of those you use, it will split or divide that trapezoid into 2 triangles. Now, the triangle's bases will be the same as the trapezoids, they will correspond. And the height of the triangles will be the same as the trapezoid as well. So what we could do, we could find the area of those 2 triangles and add them together to get the area of the trapezoid. But we can combine that process into one formula, which is what we just did when we did base 1 plus base 2 times the height divided by 2. Let's move on to number 2, and we'll start by writing out our formula. So area equals base 1 plus base 2 times the height divided by 2. So let's plug in. So base 1, well, we need to find the two parallel sides. And the two parallel sides are the 8 meters and the 12 meters. It doesn't really matter which one you use for base 1 or base 2 because adding them together, 12 plus 8 or 8 plus 12, is going to give you the same thing. I'm going to use 8 for base 1 and 12 for base 2. So 8 plus 12 times the height of 9 meters. In this problem, we'll use the measurement of one of the legs. In number 1, we didn't need any of the measurements for the legs, but number 2, one of those legs gave us the height, so we used it. And we divide that by 2. So we know that 8 plus 12 is 20, times 9 is 180, and we divide that by 2 to get our final area. So 180 divided by 2, or half of 180, is going to be 90, and that is square meters. So that's our area for number 2. And let's take a look what happens when we split this into two triangles just to get another visual. I'm going to go top right to bottom left again, and you can see that that trapezoid was divided into two triangles. So that formula helps us combine the areas of both of those triangles to get the final area. Now again, you can go from the top left to bottom right. It doesn't matter which way you split that trapezoid.
Okay, so that explains the video, guys, and I hope you understand. Thank you, and that's it all, guys. Okay, so guys, let's explain the area of a trapezoid, or how to find the area of a trapezoid. I hope you understand that, and of course, before I say goodbye, I want you to watch this video. This is an example of how to survey a land.
Tita, good morning. Ngayon lang po dumating yung ating surveyor. So mag-11
So, itong forward siya.
Dito po yung isang point. Alin po? Ibabawa na po namin. Oo, saan yun? Yung nasa kalsada. Ayun yung sa atin. Alin? Yung nasa pinakadulo? Ayan. Dito tayo nag-umisa sa ano? Di ba dito gusto gumbisok? Ito yan. Yung 2. Nadaanan natin kasi ito. Overlooking po dito. Ganda. 24. Ito po yung pangalawa na aming pasukin. Yan na yung dun sa 3. Ano sa ano? Yung pinakadulo, no? Apo. Postpen. Ano? Sakop pa po itong 78. 60. Uy.
Gusto mo to, guys, nakita na ninyo kung saan pag-survey sa land, yung sa surveyor pag-survey sa land, so na sila ginagamit na equipment para mag-survey sa land. So that is all. That is all our discussion for today. So thank you and God bless.